NHL action is back. Welcome, everybody. Dana Lane is on board with us today. We're going to talk about two different hockey games, but we're going to do the first one, the Florida Panthers against the Washington Capitals, and this is really an exciting game. First and foremost, the Florida Panthers are led by two veterans, Jaromir Jagr and Roberto Luongo, who, by the way, will not be between the pipes tonight. And, of course, the Capitals have that goalie, Braden Holtby, who is an absolute beast. He also is not expected to play tonight. Dana, first and foremost, welcome aboard with us. Who do you like in this matchup, and where do you think the unseen edge may be?
Well, of the two games that we're going to speak about, definitely the edge is going to be in this one. We've seen this money line open at minus $1.50. It has now been bet down somewhere between 140 and 145, depending on where you shop. So we definitely like that value. And hey, look, this is a game of the backup goaltenders with Grubauer and Al Montoya both starting for their respective teams. And you know what? Both of those goaltenders are fantastic. So I wouldn't automatically go a lot. You know, a lot of people will go and probably bet the over because you have two backups going. But look, Grubauer has a fantastic save percentage, as does Montoya. They both have tremendous records. They haven't played a lot. But I think this is going to be a grinded out game where both teams are going to have to, especially after the All-Star break, kind of find their legs a little bit. And, obviously Barry Trotz is going to be without Alexander Ovechkin tonight. And, but this is not a situation, this is not a series where the Florida Panthers have excelled. So let's not go and run to the window because Ovechkin's going to be out tonight like I see people doing, because offensively, Washington still has plenty of offense against a team that has had tremendous amount of problems beating the Washington anywhere, especially on the road at Verizon Center.
Absolutely. And, another very interesting stat here is 4-3 they lost, the Capitals did, last time out before the All-Star break in overtime against the Flyers. And I know that didn't sit too well, but there's an absolute phenomenal stat here. 18-3-2 at home against the spread. All right. Mm-hmm. They get it done at home, the Capitals, and I know a majority of those wins are with Braden Holtby between the pipes. And Ovechkin, that kind of caught me off guard. They said he had an injury that he didn't disclose. That's why he didn't play in the All-Star break. That's going to, probably weigh pretty heavily against them as well. But this is a team that's very solid at home. Now, I don't know. The Panthers, this has been an exciting story. They put a nice little run together. Do you think they got enough in the tank to do a second half push? And for this game particularly, Dana, who do you like in this matchup? And do you even consider possibly a puck line play?
Yeah, I tried it, and I want to clarify something that I said yesterday. I mean, obviously, when you're betting the favorite, a lot of people want to bet the puck line because you get plus money back. And I'm not saying run to the underdog and take plus 1.5 because we know we're laying a bunch of money doing that. Usually my threshold is at about $1.50, and you don't get a lot of $1.50 lines in the NHL. So I tend to kind of stay away from puck lines just because I know that the books have made an absolute mint on people thinking these great teams, like, for instance, Washington is, you would lose money if you bet them on the puck line, but you would have made a tremendous amount of money if you just bet them on the money line this year, far more than any other team in the NHL. So I try to stay away from these puck lines because I see too many one-goal games, and I've seen a lot of these guys jump on teams like Washington and Dallas and in Chicago especially, that are just not very good against the puck line. And so we try to stay away from that. But, yeah, they're going to mix up the lines a little bit tonight. I expect to see, Backstrom and Chimera and Oshie on the first line. But I still think that they have plenty. And when you compare them to Barkov and Huberdeau and Jagr, I still think they have the edge even without Ovechkin. And my main worry about the Panthers is you have a guy that's 43 years old, that's almost 44 years old, that's second on your team in scoring. And I know that they have asked a lot out of their goaltending and out of their defense this year. And I know some people like their offense a little bit better than I do, but I really see the Panthers as taking a step back, especially if they lose this game, because if they lose this game, they'll be 13 points behind Washington instead of 11. And then I think their focus will be more on Tampa Bay and Boston and Detroit at that point.
Yeah, and I agree also, and that does play in their minds as well. And minus 140 seems to be a very good value with the Caps. It's a great story with the Panthers, but like you said, when your number 2 scorer is 43 years old, those legs are going to get tired. I mean, the guy scored his first goal in the All-Star game in 16 years, but he was there 16 years ago, so it's phenomenal. So I'm just going to put it out this way because I agree with you. I like the Capitals on the money line minus 140. So viewers, you heard it out there. Dana likes the Capitals, a very, very good value tonight at home ice where they are almost unbeatable, minus 140 on the money line. Dana, thanks so much for being with us, and I look forward to breaking down the second game in our next video. Good luck tonight. Beat the book, my friend.